I was having a conversation with this guy I knew, and he was telling me how he was vying for a position with the Department of Corrections. And he's Hispanic, a lighter Hispanic gentleman, and he was saying, I don't know if he was joking or he was dead serious, but he wound up saying that on his application, instead of putting that he was Hispanic, he put that he was white. And I was like, why would you put that you're white and not Hispanic? And he was like, because I want people, to look at my application. I want them to pick me. I want them to select me. And he was saying that he found more favor in selecting that he was white versus selecting Hispanic. And I said that to say, in regard to blackness, people have a tendency to do the same thing. Being black isn't a convenience. It's not a shirt. It's not clothes. It's not a hairstyle. You can't just put it on and take it off at whim and all of a sudden you're not black anymore. There's nothing you can say that can take away from your blackness. You get what I'm saying? It's not one of those things that you get to accept and then reject and then disclaim it and then give it back because everybody's black and everybody's proud right now. So let me be black and proud. And I want to wear the kente cloth now. And then when something happens in the media or some sort of controversy or, it's time for us to bite the bullet of that stereotyping and that oppression. Now, they're ghetto. That's not me. I'm mixed. And I see this very, very often, and it is very bothersome to me that people would use being black as a convenience. All of a sudden, you're a minority. It works in favor of your application. Now people want to talk to you and be your friend because you're black. And then when it comes time for you to fully wear that role of being a African American, Negro, black person, whatever it is that you want to call it, a melanated folk, whatever it is that you want to call it, now all of a sudden it's the furthest thing from you. You're black 24/7, 365 days of the year. I saw this video, ridiculous video. I don't know what country this is. I don't know what person, what nationality. I saw this woman in the tub and she had to have been like my complexion, maybe a little darker. And she was getting her skin bleached. And it's like, baby, you are still black. When are you going to wake up and realize and embrace that? You're still black. So one of the few things I won't probably ever understand, but that's not my life and that's not my fight. But I don't like the idea of my black brothers and sisters being able to take their black card and accept it and reject it based on the time and situation. I don't verbalize these things as much to them, but I see it, and that's what prompted me to make this video. You're either black and you're either with us or you're leaving the delegation. I mean, very simply put. And you don't get to pick and choose when you're in the fight. You don't get to pick and choose when something is applicable to you and when it's not. If it happens to you, if it happens to your people and you're black, you share that same social responsibility as myself and every other black person, to each one teach one, to help raise these babies in the village, to do those things that we are supposed to be doing. You have the power of a black dollar. You have a social responsibility. You can't put it on and take it off. It doesn't matter what color of the spectrum you are as a black person. You don't get a chance to put it on and take it off. It's actually an insult to me when I see people do that. My blackness is not a goddamn shirt. Now all of a sudden, the emphasis of you being mixed is now a factor. If you're black, be black, buy black, and be okay with it. You know, I understand that there are struggles, oppressions, and negative stereotypes and things like that with the Black Association. I completely get it. I'm black. But there's not a day that I wake up and wish that I was ever anything different. There's not a day that I have ever wished that I could take off this skin and be something in someone else. This was something that was given to me, and I'm considering it a gift. And for the people that don't feel like their blackness is a gift, I argue that there's something wrong. But like I said, at the end of the day, 24/7, 365 days, no matter what car you have, no matter what woman or man you stand next to, no matter what it is that you buy, you're still a Negro.